Hello, this is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing, bringing you a general reading for the week of Monday, April 25th through Sunday, May 1st. This is a general reading for a large audience, so if you would like details specific to you and your situation, you can schedule a personal private reading on my webpage. I will put the link below and I will also embed it for you. So as you can tell, we're doing something a little different this week. When I went to get started with our typical weekly reading, the angels had guided me to do this spread because this week we actually had a full moon in Scorpio on Friday the 22nd. So if any of you are Scorpios, or if you know Scorpios, you know that Scorpios, they are the truth seekers of the zodiac. Scorpios are highly intuitive. You cannot keep the truth from Scorpios. So Scorpios, they will find things that are hidden, lies, deceit, and oftentimes they won't let the person know that they know. So you may think you've pulled the wool over the eyes of a Scorpio. They're just not letting you know that they know the truth because they are the truth seekers. Nothing can stay hidden from Scorpios. And even if they're not, psychics, intuitives, they are highly intuitive. So they know. So with the full moon being in Scorpio on Friday, what has happened is for many of us, we have had big things, big life-changing things that have occurred around this full moon in Scorpio because we've been deceived, we've been lied to, and this full moon has brought those things to the surface in order to force us to deal with it, in order to move forward and better our lives and get to where we are meant to be. So for many of you, you may have discovered this deception, deceit, lie, things that you were not aware of as early as 3 days prior, so as early as Tuesday this week. And some of you still aren't aware because you may find out and discover these truths as late as Monday this week. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to lay this spread out. And this is covering 4 situations. So to explain it, we've got situation 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the way they read across is we have the recent past, the foundation of the situation. We have what's currently going on with the situation. We have the immediate future, what they recommend that you do. And then we have, if you follow the guidance and recommendation of what they're recommending here for you, what the outcome will be. And we will flip those over one at a time as we get to those. So let's go ahead and get started. So situation number 1. Let me make sure I'm getting these lined up well for you guys. Okay, great. So if you can read that, it's a major arcana. It's life experience, Archangel Chamuel. And at the bottom it says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. And I'm going to leave this down here so you guys can see it while we go across them, and then we'll move them to the top so we can get to the next one. So what I'm getting is for this situation, for a number of you, it's dealing with a lover or a, potential lover, a potential mate. And you had a new opportunity, a new chance with this person. So what I'm getting for some of you, give me a second to get more clarification. Okay. Okay. So I'm getting for many of you, this is actually a love triangle, is what they're saying. And actually, let me bring this back down here again so you can see it. We'll put it down close for the moment. So what they're saying is this is with a lover, an ex-lover. It's someone that kept ping-ponging back and forth in your life. And, there was, and major arcanas are always about life changes. So this is like a life experience, a life lesson. So there was like a recent event that caused a wake-up. It was a wake-up call for you to make some life changes, a new revelation. You've known something. So again, for some of you, it's a person that's been in and out of your life for many, many years. And so you had this opportunity where you thought, okay, this is it, game on. We're moving forward together. I finally have my second chance. Or for some of you, they're saying third, fourth, fifth chance. And you really thought, okay, this is the time. We're finally moving forward. It's really going to work out this time. And so you were so excited because you thought this was the milestone. This was the big life changer. But then here comes in the full moon in Scorpio, revealing what you already have known. Because I get for a number of you, you already knew that this person was lying to you. They were deceiving you. They were cheating on you. Even their appearance of coming back into your life, because I get for a number of you, they actually contacted you trying to come back into your life. And you even had a sense when they contacted you that something wasn't right with it, that they were even being deceitful and trying to come back to you because they were trying to use you for something, use you for money, use you for assistance, some of you use you for sex. But they were just using you. And you knew at a soul level something was not right, but you were so excited because here it is. You're thinking it's your new beginning. You can see here there's beautiful flowers, there's butterflies. You thought, oh great, okay, this is it. This is the final chance. We're going to make this happen. But you knew in your heart something wasn't right. And for many of you, this has been going on and on with this person for a very long time. And every time you get burnt. And you thought this was the time you're not going to get burnt. Well, lo and behold, in comes the full moon in Scorpio on Friday to unveil what they have been, again, lying to you on. And so this full moon was a wake-up call for you to make those changes. So this revelation came in, and be it that they're lying to you, they're cheating, they're deceiving, they are not doing right by you. They are not the person that's meant for you. And God and the angels have been trying to tell you this for so long. This is a major life lesson for those of you that are in this situation, because I'm getting that they've been trying to tell you, for a number of you, for even like years. For everyone, a number of months, but for many of you, it's actually been years they've been trying to tell you that this is not the right person for you. But with it being a major life lesson, it's taken a lot of times of stumbling to learn that lesson. So this is the final time that they have brought in this revelation so that you will finally realize, finally face your emotions, because they're saying a number of you have just like buried your head in the sand because you were so hopeful that it would work out with this person out of comfort, out of, reminiscing on the past of how it was years ago in the very beginning. But now you've realized that this situation cannot be ignored. This person's deceit cannot be ignored. You cannot keep procrastinating about making a decision. It's been brought to the surface so that you can take the necessary action. Because now the way that you see them and the way you see yourself, it's been forever changed, because major arcana, it's a life changer. So what they want you, so these new insights, they're actually going to help you. They're going to help motivate you. They're going to help you embrace your path, your desires. They're going to help you move toward what you are meant for. And so it's very liberating. It's a huge liberation for you. It was inevitable. It was a life lesson. It was a huge life lesson. But this sudden seeing of the truth is what's going to lead to your happiness. Hold on one second. My puppy is losing her mind. There we go. So this sudden change, this sudden revelation of the truth that you were aware of, you had just been ignoring, it can no longer be ignored. You are now at the point that you have to deal with it. Okay. And what they're saying is, because many of you have just been ignoring it, kept hoping for the best, because again, when this person, because I get for a number of you, this person contacted you, and then you were like, oh my gosh, this is it, this is our time, it's finally going to happen, it's finally going to work out, but they just hurt you and burnt you like they always have. And this time, because of that happening so many times, it's finally made you learn that lesson. But next card is Four of Water. But instead of you looking at it like, thank you for finally helping me learn my lesson so that I can move forward, move on, move into the happiness for me. Move on to, so if you see, I don't know how close that is for you guys. Let's see here. Okay, well, since I'm standing up, we'll pull it up close. If you can see, she's looking down at these chalices down here. She's, water signifies emotions. So I get that you're caught up in the emotions of sadness. You're looking at what you lost, and what you're not realizing is what they have for you if you would just turn around. If you can read the bottom, it says missing an opportunity, discontentment, boredom, open your eyes to the possibility. So what they're saying is, because you're just so heartbroken and emotionally upset that you're not turning toward that which they have ready for you. So they're saying that, currently you're in a situation where you need to reevaluate the situation. You need to look at it from a different perspective. You need to not look at it in a, woe is me, how could this person hurt me again? You need to use that as an empowering thing. You have been empowered with this information so that you can move forward to the happiness that's awaiting you. Because the solution you're seeking, it's right in front of your face. You just need to turn around, is what they're saying. And they're there to help you. But you need to be open to the help. You really need to open your eyes, they're saying. You need to turn around, shift your perspective, because you're allowing yourself to be emotionally distracted, and you're allowing yourself to feel trapped because of those emotions, because you're focusing on the things that you don't have. So you're focused here on what you don't have, that, oh, you lost this opportunity with, him or her again. You're not meant to be with that person. Look what they have waiting for you. If you would just turn around, it's 100 times better. And they're saying it's a love triangle. They're saying it's a love triangle. They're saying you had to get rid of this person for this other person. And they're saying you already know who that other person is. But because, okay, so they're saying with emotions. So, emotionally, because they were saying it was a back and forth thing. So I guess this other person is back and forth in a little love triangle too. So you had this one guy, and you've been, maybe he was an ex-husband of yours, maybe just an ex-lover, and you have had this hope all along to be with him. But every time you go to him, he burns you, he cheats on you, he lies to you, he steals you, he deceives you into coming back every time just because he wants to use you and get a little bit more, a little more financial assistance, a little more help with health, help with his health, wants money, sex, assistance with health. A lot of you, they keep saying also finances, tied to finances, but he keeps using you, and he keeps deceiving you, keeps pulling you back. Well, in the meantime, you have this soulmate, meant to be partner that you keep going back and forth in between. So you go back to this other guy, and I'll bring this down here for example. So you could then go back to so when he boots you and you realize, okay, he's just lying and cheating on me again, using me again, you go back to this other guy. And then the second you get another opportunity with guy number one, you're like, boot this one off to the side and you go back to him. Well, the emotional turmoil that you're feeling because this person's hurt you is what you've caused him as well. So he's about done with you, is what they're saying. Because what they're saying with this card is that you're so lost in your own world that you're about to miss out on the other opportunities. That the guy that kept hurting you, that was meant to be. It was your major life lesson. That guy, that girl. You need to change your perspective, because that other person is 100 times better. That person is meant to be, and they're saying even a lot of you have had the intuitive knowing, you've just been ignoring it. Remember how it goes, they were saying earlier that you keep ignoring it in hopes that this is going to happen. You know that this was not going to happen. This person has they've simply been a life lesson for you to help you learn to love yourself, to get onto that person that you're meant to be with. Next card we have is 3 of Water. And if you can see that on the bottom, it says a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. There needs to be more fun. And what this is saying is this is a happy conclusion. So again, this is the card of what they're encouraging you to do. So you had this person come back again, so hopeful, this is it, this is our time. They just deceived you again like they have every other time. Then you're so emotional, upset, you're not paying attention to the person in your love triangle that is your meant to be. Time is running out, is what they're saying. So you need to shift your perspective from that person who is not meant for you. Shift it to the person who is your meant to be, who is, they're saying, 100 times better. Because that is, if you can shift your perspective before time runs out, because again, this is what they're encouraging you to do. So they're encouraging you, shift your perspective this week. Shift those emotions from the turbulence, looking at it as though, oh no, I missed out on this opportunity. Look at it and face the truth. That person was not good for you. They were not meant for you. They were not treating you well. They were lying to you. They were deceiving you. They were cheating you. They never truly loved you, or they would not have treated you that way. Because the moment you learn that and you accept that and you love yourself, then you can be with this meant to be person, and hopefully you can do that, because what they're encouraging you to do that ASAP before you miss out on the opportunity. Because if you can shift heading toward and in the direction of that person you are meant to be with, and they're saying you know who it is, that will result in a wedding. That will result in the happiness that you desire. But you've got to let this go. And they're saying actually this was the last time, because that person's been back and forth with you for so many years. And this isn't just, oh yeah, it's their second opportunity. It's my second chance to get back with him, get back with her. This has happened numerous times. That's the last time. It's now completely done. And you know that in your heart as well. So if you are able to change your perspective, go toward that person that you're meant to be with. Let the past go. Let that person go that it was not meant for you, so that you can move on into your happiness. This is your outcome. And it says, worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. So this card, and I'm actually going to read a chunk out of their book, says, you know what you want and you've been waiting for it. This card means that your patience is about to pay off. You'll soon have what your heart desires. And they're saying, although it's not as you expected, it is what your heart truly desires. Now we're off the book. They're saying it is truly what your heart desires. It is that unconditional love. It is that happiness, that joy, that bliss that you've been wanting. It's not with the person you thought it was supposed to be with, though. At all. But it is what your heart desires. And it will be way better than you ever expected. You had lessons to learn, and so that, you had your lessons to learn. So what they're saying is the reason it's worth waiting for it. This has taken a long time because you had your lessons to learn with this person. You needed to learn to finally let that person go, to finally accept and know that they are not good for me. In the meantime, the other person, your other partner, they have also been working on things as well, because they had to be ready, because they said that, this is a divine meant to be soul connection, soul relationship, divine relationship. That, everybody has work in that situation. So, he had their own work to do, but you're both ready now, is what they're saying. It's been a long time in the coming, because both of you have been working on things. She had their own lessons to learn to be ready, and you had your big lesson to learn. So now if you can accept it for what it was, which simply was a lesson in life, to love yourself and let it go. They're saying to not live your life for someone else. So I'm getting that for those of you that are in the situation, you did everything in your life to make this person happy. If this person would have called, you would have dropped everything and jumped through hoops to make them happy. And it was total self-sacrifice, and you also sacrificed your happiness. Everything you gave to this person who selfishly took it with no intent to return, with no actual love. They simply were using you. And now you know that. But God is blessing you with the love of a lifetime that has been in the works for a very, very long time. And now you've learned these lessons. You're ready. She's ready. Everything is set now. Your prayers have been answered. All you need to do is stay focused, have faith, be optimistic. Do not let any fear get in your way, and just completely let that go. Because what you're waiting for is right there. And it's not, they're saying it's not settling. It's actually the best, it's the best possible. It's better than you could ever imagine, because they're saying you deserve the best. You've been through a lot of crud. You've been through a lot of crap with this person. And God's actually bringing you the blessing that you deserve after all this time. Situation number 2. Hopefully then they're not all this long, or we're going to be here for a while. Okay, situation number 2 is 4 of Fire. Contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Let me see if you guys can see those. Ish. Okay. So, this is talking about work. So situation number 2, this is talking about a situation at work, and for some of you, a situation with health, where For those of you that this is work, you know, you were happy with how things were going. You really felt successful. You were satisfied. A number of you had had obstacles in getting to that point of satisfaction and being pleased and, you know, just very content and happy with where you were. And also there was financial abundance. So a lot of obstacles, a lot of hurdles, a lot of challenges, but you finally got to the point where you got that promotion. You got that promotion, you got that pay increase, and you were very happy. And for some of you, you know, your health is very, very, very good. No issues at all with the health department. Well, what they're saying is then enrolled the full moon. And for those of you that this is a work situation, I get there's a number of you that this is a work situation. Some truth was unveiled, that your leadership was deceitful, that things weren't meant as they seemed. So maybe for some of you, you were going to be taking another step in work, getting another promotion. Or for some of you, you know, you thought everything was going so well and then you lost your job. But it's like everything crumbled. It's in traditional tarot, they would, you know, call it the tower. So everything crumbled. So in comes this full moon and everything crumbled because your supervisor, your direct supervisor, your next level senior supervisor, senior leadership, they were lying to you. They were deceiving you. So it all came crashing down. For those of you that this is health, and I do get, it's only a very small number of you that this is health, you got news. You got news about your health that has alarmed you, has you worried, and that was totally unexpected. So the next card we have is King of Air. And if you can read the bottom of it, it says, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. You can see the knight's there, and the knight is venturing off on his own, as you can see. So what they're saying is you are the king. Regardless of the situation, you are the king. You are the one in control. For those of you that this is health, what they're saying is to go get the advice of a third party. So you got this diagnosis from the doctor. Go get some consultation with a third party. Go see a third physician, third party, to get a consultation from them. And for those of you that this is a work situation, you're the king. You are very good at what you do. They're saying, you know, you're at the top of your field. You're highly intellectual. You are very skilled. You're a known expert. And they're saying that you are going to be able to move forward with this in a very diplomatic, a very impartial way. But they're saying that you're going to be addressing this situation, be it a demotion, a termination, or even just, even just for some of you, it's just this big conflict that came up at work, and maybe there was slander from your supervisor, and you're concerned that they've ruined your reputation. So what they're saying is you are the king. You are the king. You didn't deserve that. And what they're encouraging you to do is to have the strength to move forward and fight it. Because what they're saying is it was not, you were not deserving of it. It had nothing to do with you. It had to do with your unethical supervisor, your unethical senior or second level supervisor. It had nothing to do with you. So they're encouraging you to have the strength, know that you are stronger than you realize, and you can definitely handle this. So they're saying, have that conversation. So if it was a supervisor that was slandering you and your reputation, have that conversation with them. Go to their supervisor. Have the strength to do that and know that you will have a positive outcome. Now, be diplomatic about it and be compassionate, and do it, as compassionately, kindly, and diplomatically as possible. But they're saying you don't deserve that treatment. So stand up for yourself. And you'll notice this is a major arcana. So this for you is your game changer. So by you going to stand up for yourself, that is going to completely shift everything for the better in your favor. But you're going to have the strength to do it. And for those of you, this is the health situation, and they, you know, were recommending go and see, you know, get a second opinion. Have the strength to do that. Have the courage. Be positive, be optimistic. Know that it will be a positive outcome. And they're pointing out the doves. So they're saying have hope. Have the strength to move forward, get another opinion, have hope, have faith, and know that it's going to turn out very well. And the outcome, for those of you in the health situation, you will be healed as a result of it. And I do get for a couple of you, you'll find that was not a correct diagnosis when you go and get the second opinion. And for some of you, you're going to go and get that second opinion. You're going to hear of an alternative method, which will heal you. And I do get that you will be completely healed. And for those of you that are in the work situation, same thing. Having the strength, stepping into your own courage, having the strength to stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, will result in you healing the situation. And for some of you, I get it's not just going to heal the situation for you, it's actually going to heal the situation for all of your coworkers as well, because it's a toxic environment for everyone. And you're the one that's going to heal it for everyone. Third situation we have here starts out with, and again, this is, you know, the recent past, the foundation, and it is a major arcana. It's the star. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. So I guess just for the entrepreneurs, I get that you made this major life change. You started your own business. You know, you made that wish upon a star. You went for it. You were happy, hopeful. It was going very, very well. I get you started the business. Things were financially, they were going very well financially. You were very excited. It was a prosperous new beginning to your business. And then in comes the full moon, and comes this truth, clarity, the unveiling of the hidden things that are not good for you, that are not serving you. And came a situation with a business partner, and an investor, maybe an investment that you made. For some of you, I'm even getting like a legal battle. Maybe it was a legal battle with an investor or with a partner, and it didn't go well. So I get that it really, really rocked you and your business financially, because the situation that you're currently in is 5 of Earth, and it's fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So it really did rock you so badly that you're not sure if you even have the funds to continue moving forward with this dream, this business of yours that you put everything into. Because this was your life changer. This was the dream of a lifetime for you. And to now have it all crashing down, you're just lost. You don't know what to do. So you're at a point right now where you're focusing on what you don't have. And when we focus on what we don't have, so, you know, you're focusing on, okay, I don't have the money to continue this legal battle, or I don't have the money to pay this person and to pay them off to get them out of my business, or I don't have the money to pay this person who is maybe, you know, suing you for business that's wanting some compensation back. And so since you're focusing on, okay, I don't have the money, well, that is what you are attracting, is you don't have the money. So you need to shift those thoughts, shift it to something optimistic, you know, and not just your thoughts, but also the words you use, your beliefs about money. Completely shift it to something positive, because things are going to change for you financially for the better. And what they're encouraging you to do. And this is, again, another major arcana. And this is actually the first one of this suit. So it's, you know, signifying new beginnings. And it's the dreamer, Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. And really having the green stand out. And coins, okay. So this is a new beginning for you. So this is going to get you back on track with your business. They're saying to just, believe in yourself. Know that God, universe, angels, they want you to succeed. They're going to help you succeed. Have no doubt in that. Have faith in that. Listen to your inner guidance, because I get for some of you, you've been coming up with some new ideas, like maybe to get a new business partner, maybe to get rid of the shady business partner, maybe to get rid of the shady business partner and have the money to sue the shady business partner. But I get that you've been getting some intuitive ideas. So they're saying, trust those ideas, take that leap of faith, listen to that inner guidance, because you are getting that inner guidance for a reason. And this week, make that decision and move forward. Because you have the insight that you need. You're just, because it was such a hard hit, you're hesitant to take that leap of faith. And they're encouraging you to do that because you know how to get yourself out of the financial hardship. They have planted those ideas for a reason, and you can trust them and take a leap of faith. And when you do, the outcome is share. And if you can read the bottom of it, it says, when you share, everyone feels happy. So I get that by taking that leap of faith toward that thing that's going to assist you financially, turning your business around, you are going to have the money to completely, get yourself back on track financially with the business. You're going to have the money to hire some help, hire some personnel. You'll have the extra money and financial abundance to contribute to charitable contributions, which will in turn help you financially as well with your business. And for some of you, the share is talking about sharing your lessons learned. So the situation that you went through, maybe you're in a group where you're talking to other entrepreneurs, other people that are thinking about taking the leap. This is something that you can share to help them benefit as well. So it's something that's not only helping you, but it's also going to ultimately help others. You'll be an inspiration and motivation for them. Because just when you thought it was over, that your business was done, is when it completely shifted and turned around, and you're going to be able to share that experience with others. Last situation we have is Queen of Fire. If you can read that, on the bottom it says, stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So this is a situation with an ex-spouse, for some of you with an ex-lover. It's a legal situation. Yeah. They're saying that those of you that are in this situation, you are involved in a legal situation, a legal battle with your ex-spouse, ex-husband, ex-wife, or for some of you, an ex-lover that you had become really deeply entangled with to cause a legal battle that has come up. So what they're saying is, prior to this legal battle, you're very confident in yourself, very confident in your future. So I get for some of you, maybe you have a new partner, or, so confident that, love, moving forward, moving on, things are going to be great. And then suddenly, boom, you get hit with this lawsuit, or you find out this lawsuit's not going well, and it completely stops you in your tracks because you're not an easy person to throw off. And for some of you, you just, thought that chapter was closed, things were moving on, everything was happy, and all of a sudden you get hit with that and realize that's not the case. They're saying, for some of you, this situation's tied to that person that was hurting you. Or there's like a legal battle with them, and you thought that they were actually trying to do things right for you, by you, and then boom, you get hit by the fact that they were not, and it's just totally thrown you off. So where you currently find yourself, and you have two suits of air, and air is the suit of, it's intellect, it's making decisions, analyzing the situations, trying to make a decision. It's also about aligning with justice. So they're saying justice is being served. But you're really, really worried about it. Because you thought everything was going to turn out fine, and then now you're really worried because it is not going as you thought. and you've now seen the truth of it. That for those of you, you didn't think that there was going to be legal battle, you thought that they were looking out in your best favor, and suddenly you get completely shocked and thrown off by the fact that they were not. So what this is saying is, be thankful now that you see the truth in the situation, is what they're saying. Because the confusion that you had, the uncertainty, the not knowing what they were doing behind your back or trying to do for you, you now know. You now have the clarity. So this understanding that you now have, it's going to get rid of any previous misconceptions. And for some of you, you had previous misconceptions because of emotions, because you thought, oh, okay, no, this person cares for me. They would never do that to me. Well, now you realize that that's not the case. So now you're ready to move forward. You have that clarity that you need. So now you can take that and move forward without any confusion, without any emotions getting in your way. You truly know it's an open book. You know what it is. You know clearly what the situation is and clearly how that person and their intent and what they're trying to do to you. So now you can make your decision. Next card is Four of Air. And on the bottom it says, time to rest or take vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide the answers. So they are saying that they're encouraging you to make, the decision on how to handle this. You're trying to decide between two things. This is the time for you to regroup, meditate, pray, but make a decision. They're saying make a decision. You can't be deceived by this person any longer. The truth's out there. You just need to decide how you're going to handle that legal situation. And I get for many of you, you already know. You just haven't wanted to accept it. And it's again similar to the situation with number one, where deep down you knew this person wasn't out for your best interest. You tried to think of the best of them, think, oh no, you let the emotions kind of block and, overshadow everything, not wanting to accept it for what it was. And all along you've also been getting intuitive information on, okay, well, what if they're really not out for my best interest? How am I going to deal with that? What am I going to do? So they've already planted some seeds in your mind of what to do. It's just you need to listen to that, and you actually are going to need to, they're encouraging you this week to take some action. Make that decision. Outcome. Of course, they're not going to give us an outcome. You'll know in the morning. When you wake up, you'll have a better idea about what to do. Relax until then. So again, they're saying that you've been unsure because you've been, trying to know the answer. You've not been facing the truth. So they're saying to let everything go, relax. The answer's already there for you. They've already given it to you intuitively. So they're saying you've had yourself so wound up in the emotions of everything. Yes, you now have the clarity of that person and what they've done to you, what they're trying to do to you, that you've been ignoring. You now have that clarity. Now you need to not have the emotions clutter your way in making a decision. So just relax, completely let it go. Pray, meditate, whatever works for you. Because you do have that best solution already. They have given it to you. And you'll find that, just like what it says, in the morning you wake up. So if you pray, meditate, clear your mind, you can even ask for some answers in your dreams. You'll get pushed toward that intuitive information you've already known. And it will be a happy solution. And it is going to heal everything. And you will have the strength to take that action. So they're saying to not worry, trust that you'll know the answer. But that you also trust and have faith that you're going to be able to accept that answer and then take the action necessary in order to be able to move forward. And things are going to turn out very well. They are going to turn out in your favor. You need not worry about that. You just need to follow that guidance that you have been given. And that's it. So for those of you that are in these situations, hopefully this helps. I would love any feedback that you have. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and any feedback that you can leave in YouTube. You can also send me a private message. I would love to hear from you. Have an amazing week filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.